Often when people think of Trove, they think of digitised Australian newspapers. There are many other full-text collections available for research. One of these is the Australian Government Gazettes. It contains the Commonwealth of Australia Gazette from Federation up to 2010. Trove also holds digitised versions of the New South Wales Government Gazettes from 1832 to 2001. Some of the early issues of this publication also cover Victoria and Queensland, as we now call them. Government business can seem pretty dry, but there's a wide variety of material in the Gazettes, including certificates of naturalisation, gold mining licences, company registrations, and sensational items like this reward for information on bushranger Ben Hall and his gang. Despite the interesting material you can find, the Australian Government Gazettes attract significantly less attention than digitised newspapers. In 2018, the National Library participated in the Tinker project with the aim of creating a reference dataset that would better describe the collection, remove access barriers, and raise the profile of the Australian Government Gazettes. We started by publishing an overview of the Government Gazettes, specifically for humanities and social sciences researchers. This overview provides researchers with a high-level understanding of the dataset. It includes basic information like what serial titles are contained and what rights need to be considered. It sits alongside existing information on obtaining Trove data through the Application Programming Interface, the API. This kind of high-level overview is great for piquing interest. For a researcher undertaking more complex work, there's a detailed description and a documented curation process. First, we wanted the researcher to know what was available. For example, that Government Gazettes have a hierarchy of article, page, issue, and serial title. We've also spelled out what specific metadata fields a researcher will see when they analyse an article. For example, title or issue date. For those interested in data provenance, we've detailed what transformations the data's been through. What did we do to go from a physical gazette to a series of transcribed characters? What systems did the data go through and what transformations did each make? And finally, we've put together a description of what the data actually is. The term Government Gazettes puts off a few people, so we wanted to let them know what they would find in the file. Victoria and Queensland, not just New South Wales, and so on. This is now all available in a detailed README file, with extra information like how do you cite the dataset. We've also completed an extraction of the actual data from Trove's databases, which is bundled up with the README file. We've chosen Cloud Store to make these files available, as it gives quick and easy access to all Australian universities. Researchers don't have to access the Trove API or wait days for the files to download. A single click and they're away. And a Jupyter notebook can access the data directly. No need to download at all. The dataset is also discoverable in Trove, where it's separately described as its own resource. That includes information on reuse. The articles in this dataset cut off with copyright at the year 1968. We've therefore chosen to use the rights statement, no known copyright. Rightstatements.org is a website maintained by a consortium of international members, including Trove, Europeana, and the Digital Public Library of America, among others. This simple statement makes it easy for users and for cultural institutions. With a rights statement applied and the extraction and curation process complete, the dataset is finally ready to be released. Members of the Tinker team have already started using this data, and we encourage others to explore it as well.